Hey, beautiful learner. Welcome back to Learn English with Emma. I'm really happy you're here today. In this lesson, we'll do some gentle English listening practice together. We'll listen to a short story, repeat some sentences, and learn new words in a fun, easy way. So, get comfortable, take a deep breath, and let's begin. Okay, now we're doing listening practice. Listen carefully and then I'll explain. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. Emily opens her eyes slowly. The room is quiet. She hears the sound of birds outside the window. She smiles softly and says, "Good morning, world." She gets out of bed, walks to the window, and opens the curtains. Sunlight fills the room. It feels warm and bright. She takes a deep breath and says, "Today will be a good day." Did you hear the word curtains? Curtains are the pieces of cloth that cover your window. And when you open the curtains, you let the light in. Let's say that together, slowly. Today will be a good day. Beautiful. Section 2, morning routine. Now we'll continue our listening practice. Listen again carefully and try to imagine the scene in your mind. Emily goes to the kitchen. She makes a cup of tea and puts 2 slices of bread in the toaster. While the bread is toasting, she looks outside. The street is calm. She can see an old man walking his dog. She smiles and thinks, "I love mornings like this."
Her tea is ready.
She sits down, takes a sip, and feels the warmth. Emma explains. The phrase "takes a sip" means to drink a small amount of something, like tea or coffee. Let's repeat. She takes a sip.
Nice.
Now, let's make it personal. Do you drink tea in the morning, or do you prefer coffee? Think about your answer in English. Maybe you say, "I drink coffee in the morning," or "I like tea with milk."
Good job.
Okay, now we'll do a short listening and vocabulary review. Emily says, "I love mornings like this." The word love here doesn't mean romantic love.
It means to really enjoy something.
For example, you can say, "I love English." I love learning new words. I love quiet mornings. Let's say one together. I love learning English with Emma. That sounds nice. Now back to the story. Listen carefully. After breakfast, Emily takes a shower. The water feels fresh and cool. She washes her face, brushes her teeth, and dries her hair. She looks in the mirror and smiles. Then she chooses her clothes. She wants to wear something comfortable, so she picks a soft blue sweater and jeans. She says, "This feels cozy." The word cozy means warm, comfortable, and nice. You can say, "This room feels cozy," or "My sweater is cozy." Let's repeat that word.
Cozy. Great job.
Now let's think about what we've heard. Emily started her day slowly, with peace and good energy. She didn't rush. She smiled. She breathed. She enjoyed her tea. That's a great way to begin the day, don't you think? What about your mornings? Do you start calm, or do you rush to work or school? Try to say one sentence about it in English. For example, in the morning, I eat breakfast and check my phone.
Or,
I listen to English podcasts when I wake up.
perfect.
Now, let's notice something important from the story. We heard, she makes tea. She takes a shower. She brushes her teeth. All of these use the simple present tense because they describe things Emily does every day. We use the simple present tense for habits and routines. Repeat after me. I wake up at 7. I brush my teeth. I drink tea. I go to work. Wonderful. Okay, my beautiful learner. That was our first listening practice for today. You did really well. We listened to a short morning story, learned new words, and practice sentences. In the next part, we'll follow Emily as she goes out to meet her friend at a cafe. We'll learn how to order coffee, how to make small talk, and how to understand daily English in real life. So make sure to relax, drink some water, and come back for part 2 of this English listening practice. You're doing great. I'm so proud of you. Now, we're continuing our listening practice. In part 1, Emily had a calm morning. She made tea, looked out the window, and felt happy about her day. Now, in part 2, she's going out to a cafe to meet her friend. So, get comfortable, relax, and listen carefully. Remember, don't worry if you don't understand every word. Just listen, imagine, and enjoy the story. Okay, we're starting with listening practice. Emily puts on her jacket, takes her phone, and leaves her apartment. The air outside is cool and fresh. She can hear the sound of cars, people talking, and birds singing in the trees. She walks slowly down the street. The smell of fresh bread comes from a bakery nearby. She smiles. It's one of her favorite smells in the world. The phrase "one of her favorite smells" means something she really likes. You can also say, "One of my favorite foods is pizza."
Or,
"One of my favorite places is the park." Let's repeat that together. One of my favorite smells is coffee.
perfect.
Section 2. Arriving at the cafe. Now, let's continue the story. After a short walk, Emily arrives at the cafe. It's a small, cozy place with soft music and a few people reading books. She opens the door, and the smell of coffee welcomes her. The barista smiles and says, "Good morning. What can I get for you today?" Emily answers, "Hi. Can I have a cappuccino, please?" The barista nods and says, "Of course. Would you like it hot or iced?" Emily replies, "Hot, please." Let's look at that short conversation. The barista said, "What can I get for you today?" That's a polite way to ask, "What would you like to order?" Now repeat with me. What can I get for you today? Can I have a cappuccino, please? Beautiful. Section 3. Meeting a friend. Now Emily finds a table near the window. A few minutes later, her friend Mark walks in. He waves and smiles. Mark. "Hey, Emily." Emily. "Hey, Mark. It's so good to see you." Mark. "You too. How have you been?" Emily. "I've been great. Just busy with work. What about you?" Mark. "Same here. Work's been a little crazy, but I'm happy it's Friday." They both laugh and sit down. The question "How have you been?" means "How are you?" but for a longer time, like "How have you been these days?" And the phrase "Work's been crazy" means work is very busy. Let's repeat. How have you been? I've been great. Work's been crazy. Very nice.
Section 4. Friendly chat.
Let's listen to more of their conversation. Story. Mark. Do you still go to that English class? Emily: Yes, I do. And I also listen to English podcasts every morning. Mark: That's cool. I want to improve my English too. Emily: You should try it. Listening every day really helps. Emily said listening every day really helps. That's true. When you listen daily, your brain gets used to English sounds. You understand faster and speak more naturally. Let's repeat that. Listening every day really helps.
Nice work.
Now, I want to ask you a question. Do you listen to English every day? Maybe you can say, yes, I listen to English every morning. Or, I try to listen when I walk or cook. Think about your answer in English. Section 5. Vocabulary Review. Okay, let's review some new words from today's story. Bakery, a shop where bread and cakes are made and sold. Barista, the person who makes and serves coffee in a cafe. Cappuccino, a type of coffee with milk and foam. Crazy, informal, means very busy or full of activity. Let's repeat each one slowly. Bakery. Barista. Cappuccino. Crazy.
Perfect.
Section 6, a small English tip. Okay, now we'll take a short learning moment. When we order something in English, we often use polite phrases. For example, instead of saying, "Give me coffee," we say, "Can I have a coffee, please?"
Or,
"Could I get a coffee, please?" These small words can and could make your English sound polite and natural. Let's repeat. Can I have a coffee, please? Could I get a coffee, please? Very nice. Section 7. Wrapping up at the cafe. Let's finish the story for today. Emily and Mark enjoy their coffee and talk for a while. They laugh, share stories, and feel relaxed. After about an hour, they stand up to leave. Mark: It was really nice catching up with you. Emily: You too. Let's meet again next week. Mark: Deal. They smile, wave goodbye, and walk out of the cafe. The sun is warm, and the day feels full of new energy. The phrase catching up means talking with someone you haven't seen in a while, sharing news and updates. For example, let's catch up soon means let's meet and talk again soon. Repeat. It was nice catching up with you.
great.
All right, beautiful learner. That's the end of part 2 of our English listening practice. Today, you practiced real daily English, ordering coffee, greeting friends, and using polite sentences. Remember, the more you listen, the more natural English will sound in your mind. You're doing amazing, and I'm really proud of you for staying with me. In part 3, Emily will go to the park, where she meets new people and practices small talk with strangers. You'll learn new phrases for casual conversation and listening in real-life situations. So, take a short break, drink some water, and come back when you're ready for part 3. This is Learn English with Emma, where English feels easy, friendly, and fun. You're doing amazing. We've already practiced listening with Emily's morning routine and her cafe visit. Now, in this part, Emily is going for a walk in the park. We'll practice listening, shadowing, and learn new words and phrases for talking about nature, people, and feelings. So, take a deep breath, relax your mind, and let's begin. Okay, now we're doing listening practice. Just listen carefully first. Emily walks down the street and enters the city park. The gate is open and tall green trees stand on both sides of the path. She can hear children laughing, birds singing, and dogs barking in the distance. The air smells fresh and clean. She smiles and says quietly, "What a beautiful day." She starts walking slowly along the path. The sunlight shines through the leaves, making small golden spots on the ground. The phrase "what a beautiful day" is something we say when the weather is nice and we feel happy. Try saying it now. What a beautiful day.
Perfect.
Section 2. Observing people in the park. Now listen again. We'll add more details. Emily looks around. She sees a group of people exercising on the grass. Some are doing yoga. Others are jogging slowly around the park. Near the lake, 2 old men are feeding the ducks. Emily sits on a bench under a big tree. She closes her eyes for a moment and listens to the sounds of nature. Did you hear the word bench? A bench is a long wooden seat, usually in a park.
You can sit there and rest.
Repeat after me. Emily sits on a bench.
Good job.
Now let's practice another phrase. She listens to the sounds of nature. Nice and calm. Section 3. A friendly conversation. Now something interesting happens. Emily meets someone new. A young woman is sitting on the bench next to her. She smiles and says, "Hi, nice weather today, isn't it?" Emily smiles back. "Yes, it's perfect. I love sunny days like this." The woman nods. "Me too. I come here almost every weekend." Emily says, "Oh, that's nice. I live nearby, so I walk here often." Let's look at that conversation. The woman said, "Nice weather today, isn't it?" This is a common small talk question in English. It means, the weather's nice, right? It's a friendly way to start a conversation. Now repeat it with me. Nice weather today, isn't it? Good. And Emily said, "I love sunny days like this." Repeat that too. I love sunny days like this. Beautiful pronunciation. Section 4. Getting to know each other. Now, let's continue the story. Woman. So, do you come here often? Emily. Yes, almost every morning before work. It helps me feel calm. Woman. That's nice. I work from home, so I come here to take a break. Emily. Good idea. The park is so peaceful. They both sit quietly for a few seconds, enjoying the fresh air. The question, "Do you come here often?" is a simple way to ask if someone visits a place regularly. Let's repeat that. Do you come here often? And Emily said, "It helps me feel calm." That's a great phrase to describe something that relaxes you. Say it with me. It helps me feel calm. Nice. Section 5. New vocabulary practice. Let's look at some new words from the story. Jogging, running slowly for exercise. Bench, a long seat, usually made of wood or metal, found in parks. Peaceful, calm, quiet, and relaxing. Nature, everything in the world that's not made by people, trees, rivers, animals, etc. Now repeat after me. Jogging. Bench. Peaceful. nature. Excellent. Section 6. Learning moment, small talk tips. Okay, now let's learn a little more about small talk. Small talk is a simple, friendly conversation you have when you meet new people like Emily did in the park. Here are some examples. It's a nice day, isn't it? Do you live around here? Are you from this city? Do you come here often? These questions are short, easy, and polite. You can practice them anywhere, in the park, on the bus, or even in a cafe. Let's repeat one together. It's a nice day, isn't it?
Good.
Section 7. Ending the conversation. Now Emily and the woman finish their chat. Woman: It was nice talking to you. I should get going now. Emily: You too. Have a great day. Woman: Thanks, you too. The woman leaves, and Emily watches the lake again. The ducks are swimming slowly, and the sunlight dances on the water. She feels calm and happy. The phrase "have a great day" is a friendly way to say goodbye. You can also say "have a nice day" or "see you later." Repeat after me. Have a great day. Wonderful. Section 8. Reflection and practice. Now, let's reflect together. Emily met a stranger, had a short friendly talk, and learned that small conversations can make your day brighter. What about you? Do you talk to people in English, maybe at school, work, or online? Even small sentences help you grow your confidence. Try to say one short English sentence now, like "I like talking to people," or "I enjoy speaking English." Take a second and say it aloud. Beautiful. And that's the end of part 3 of our English listening practice. You did a wonderful job. We listened to a peaceful park story, practiced small talk, and learned new words for daily life. Remember, every time you listen, repeat, and think in English, your brain becomes more natural with the language. Don't rush. You're improving with every word. And that, beautiful learner, brings us to the end of today's English listening practice. You've just spent real time learning, listening, and growing, and that's something to be proud of. Today, you practiced daily English in a natural way. You listened to stories, repeated real conversations, and learned how English sounds in everyday life. Remember, every time you listen, your brain gets better at understanding, even when you don't notice it. So be patient with yourself, stay kind, and keep practicing. You're doing something amazing. If you enjoyed this session, you can listen again tomorrow, or explore more of our simple, friendly lessons here on Learn English with Emma. Each one will help you feel more confident and comfortable in English, step by step, day by day. Now take a deep breath. You did great today. Keep smiling, keep believing in yourself, and never forget, you're not just learning English. You're building your future with every word you speak. This is Emma, saying thank you for spending this time with me. I'll see you in the next lesson. Until then, take care and keep learning beautifully.